In this video, we will see how to build a Xamarin app integrated with IBM MobileFirst. First, let's create a new solution. We'll build a forms-based app. This creates a template and two projects, Android and an iOS project. Let's try to first run it on an iPad. Yeah, we see the text. And now we will run this on Android. You will note that using forms, you can write one code that runs on both the devices. To this project now we will add a XAML content page where essentially you define the layout in XML. So in the content page you'll see we have a button called connect, and then we'll attach some code to it to display an alert that the button was clicked. Yep. Do the same on Android. In a XAML content page, it's one XML and one set of C# code that you write for your UI that will run on both the devices. Now that the skeleton is working, we will add IBM MobileFirst to this. For this, you will have to add a component. There is an IBM MobileFirst component in the component store. And then you can look up the getting started on the website because the layout in the IDE is a little messed up. And then we will install an add-in. An add-in will allow you to operate the server from within Xamarin Studio. You see the add-in got installed. Now we will have to configure the add-in to let it know where the CLI is installed and where the JDK is installed. So that's your menu add-in. We'll test. If you see the version number, you know that it's talking to the CLI. The first time you start the server, the add-in creates a server instance and adds two apps to it, one Android and one iOS. You can also do all this by hand using the CLI commands. It also adds a sample HTTP adapter. We will have to bring in the worklight properties file that the add-in created in the background into the apps, Android and the iOS Xamarin apps. This way now the app will know the configuration of the worklight server. All right, this is how the details look like. Now in the main activity, you will add platform-specific instances of the work-life client, the app delegate in the iOS. This pretty much is the only platform-specific code that you will be writing. I will go back to the XAML and modify the code a little bit to invoke a connect on the work-life client. This is common code. Yeah, the server connection is successful. And it should work the same for Android as well. Beyond this, you don't have to write any other Android or iOS specific code other than creating the instance. What we're doing in the sample is building a news reader. The news feed is brought in from CNN.com via the adapter. So essentially what we're doing is we'll do a connect from the app and add invoke procedure, which will bring in the feed, RSS feed, and will display it on the screen. So here what we're doing is we're using a MasterDetail page, which is one of the forms capabilities. You can do a lot of UI layout using forms. So as the JSON is returned back, we will parse it and just pull out the title and the description to stick it on the UI. This connect is successful. Invoke procedure brought the feed and we have added it to the list view. The same XAML configuration based on the form factor, it will adjust its layout. Now look at some app management capability that the MobileFirst component gives you. So from the MobileFirst console, you can notify the users of your app about certain service changes, for example. You can notify or you can disable the app as well. This you can use in case the server is upgraded and the older version of the app needs to be disabled. Hope this will help you get started with IBM Mobile First and Xamarin. Thanks for watching.